Okay, so you log into the back end of the content management system. Whoops. Let me just show you that bit. Okay, so you log in here. Content management system handles all of the operations of your website on the front end. Over here, that's the front. The content management system can have many components and extensions added to it to be able to fulfill different functions. So if we would look at components, we have one called AC Mailing. This is a mailing list. So you can have a mailing list with all these different users, create newsletters and all that sort of stuff, and send them out to clients as you need to. Akiba Backup is a one-click backup of the website, so it'll back it up just by clicking on it. So you would click it here and then click the next button and it will automatically back it up. I've already done that, so there's no need to do it. We normally handle all this for you. The rest of these things you really don't have to worry about. We do all that for you. Extensions are made up of modules and plugins. Again, you don't really have to worry too much about that. Page Builder builds the pages, but not all pages, just some of the pages. So if we look at the pages, our home page, our contact us page, our privacy policy, and our terms of use, and the menu and our location all belong in here, and this is where you edit those ones. You're better off just to get us to do it, because if you make a change in some of these, we may not be able to rectify the change. What you can do is, if you think you're going to make a major change to it, is once you open it up, so let's say if we opened up the home page, create a copy of it. So over here you just say save as a copy, and that will save the home page. Make a duplicate of it and close the duplicate, and it'll be down here somewhere. There it is there. So now we have a backup copy of it. Then we can go to home here and change whatever it is that we want to change. Then we just disable this one, we don't need it, so that's disabled. This little green tick means they're enabled, and that's how that bit works. If you're talking about changing the products, the pizzas, well, we need probably not to change these at the moment because we're still working with them to get them right, but I'll show you how to do one. So Yari is the one that we've been working on using it as our text product. So now if we look at Yari over here, and this is it, you can see we've got our sizes and stuff, our side orders, our drinks, pick up or delivery, date and time, special instructions, blah blah blah. Then we have the ingredients, size, delivery information, and the hotel and accommodation, just so you know people can sort of look at what their hotel might be if they, you know, have any problem with knowing where their hotel is. Might just give them a little bit of help. So anyway, what we're doing is setting up this one here, and the content of it is here. So the red line is a read more line or a page break. Again, it's a little bit complicated at the moment because we need to go through and get all of the information that you require. So if you send me an email and just say on this you need this information or this wording, and we will just pop that in for you, and then it's a bit easier at the end to come in and change wording or whatever. But it just works like Microsoft Word. If you want to change cheese to whatever, you just change the word. You can view the source code. Now you'll notice that on this one we have the delivery information and the hotel and accommodation. They're actually modules. So we've created the modules that hold that information, and then we tell the article to load these modules. Down here you see load module 147 and load module 148. Again, it's a little bit complicated, but you know, we know how this part works. So if you ever need done, just email me and we'll do it straight away. Now as for the actual cart, there's a tab here called J2 Store, and the cart is this bit up here. It's the picture and you know this stuff, all this is in the cart. So if we have a look at that, so we're going to treat this as a product, and it's a configurable product. It's configurable because we can have medium, large, etc, etc, all these different options. If we went to the general tab, we want it visible, yes, and it's SKU, stock keeping unit is Yari. We don't need any of this other information. The cart button will say add to the order, so this here will say add to order, not add to cart or whatever. The pricing, this is where you change the pricing. You just add whatever price you want in here. It'll come out in yen. If you wanted to discount the price, you would click this one, tell it the new price that you want to charge, and it create it, and then save it, and it will automatically discount it on the front end. So we'll put a line through this and put your new price in. All that standard inventory we don't do because it's just pizzas. Images, where you upload the image for the product, which will appear here and here and here. So these three. One's thumbnail image, that one, this one. One's the main image, which will be the same thing, that one. And then any additional images, so you can just select whatever image you want and add more images as you need to do it. Shipping, you don't have shipping, so it says no, it's not to be shown. If we did have shipping, you would have another tab here that says shipping, and it'd have the weights and sizes and all that sort of thing. The next one, and the most important thing on here, is the options. This is where you add options. To add options, you first got to create the options in J2 Store. So you got to create the options over here, then you're able to add the option to the product. Now we're trying to get these options as good as we possibly can, so that everything works the way that it should. And then what we'll be able to do is that we'll be able to go to another pizza, and using this button on this one, we can import these options into that other pizza. So the Yari, once it's all set up properly, we would then go and import it into Futsu, Natsu, all these ones, and that will be just a one click, and all of these options will appear in the different pizzas. That will make it way quicker. We just then go through and check them and make sure that there's any little changes that we need to make to pricing or whatever, that we do that then. But we're really just trying to get this one right, so that we can then quickly go through and copy these options to the other one. Filters doesn't mean really anything. Relations, again, doesn't mean anything. And apps doesn't mean anything. So if you want to change the price, you would go to the J2 Store cart tab here, pricing, and change the price. All of this software you own. So J2 Store, you own the software, it's registered, it's yours. It has areas where we can go, and if we have problems with it, we can contact J2 Store because we've paid for it, and therefore we can get help from them if we need to. So, oops, sorry about that. So let's have a look at the dashboard of J2 Store. You'll notice that it says 334 Pro. This is the Pro version, the paid version, and it just gives you a bit of an overview of what's happening and all that sort of stuff. You can go to the sales here and orders. Where am I? No, sorry, it's in maybe catalog. Oh geez. Yeah, there it is. In sales, I was right. And that will give you all the sales. At the moment, we're still working on this estimated delivery time and things like that, to see if we can work out a way to quickly and easily send the information. What I've been doing is I've been changing the templates that handle the email notifications. So I've been changing this one here so that it comes out a little bit more how we want it to look and what information we want it to show. So this is a test one that I sent before, and as you can see, it's starting to take shape. It's so we've got the person's name. This is when Sean last did an order. He's put 405 as his unit number, which will be a bit different because that now says No, I think it still says room unit number, colour or something, whatever that was. Yeah, we've got the phone in there now, the Facebook information, all that. Delivery or pick up, and it's a delivery. And this was only a cash on delivery one, and its order is pending. Then the information about what he's ordered and additional toppings or salads and stuff like that. So all of that information's in there. That's what he would receive when he places the order, and it's what you would also receive when you fulfill the order at the shop. So that's that bit there, and I've been working on that at the moment to get it to show exactly what we need it to do. I'm thinking I can set up a separate one that will be having the delivery times on it, but anyway, I'll work on that in a minute. So anyway, JT Store, yep, it's paid for, and if you were to go to jtstore.org, this is it. So as I say, we own the license to it, so it has lots of different things that can be added to it, and they're called extensions. It has apps and templates and all this sort of stuff. We really don't need any of that stuff at this time. There's probably only one app or one of them that I've seen that was alright, and that was a added value one, but anyway, that's down the track. So that's that bit. And yeah, that's what we're doing now. But if you needed anything at the moment added, or if you need these words changed or whatever to look differently, we can do that. And then once it's all set up, then it's a lot easier for you to just go into the articles, select the pizza that you want to work with, or whatever it is that you want to work with. So Yari is this one that we're working on. And then in content, that will show you that bit. Images and links and options, none of those mean anything. You don't touch any of that settings. The JT Store cart one is the one where you actually change your pricing and general information and all that sort of stuff. So whenever you open one of these, if you haven't made any changes, if you've made a change, save and close it, and it'll save the change. If you haven't made any changes, just close it. If you don't close it, the content management system thinks that you're coming back, and it will put a little lock icon there saying that no one else can access it because you're still working on it. And virtually that's how it works. So, but there's still a little bit more work to do to get this right and get those options copied across to each one. Well, I think once it's done, I think it'll do what you want it to do. I think it'll work quite well. It's just a matter of getting everything in place. Now with the card itself, the checkout page is a page that you can't add a lot of sort of bells and whistles to it. It's sort of standard type stuff. So anyway, we've got the name, the email, the phone numbers, all that sort of stuff. Then we've got the pickup or delivery again, and the hotel. So, and we've put the address so that when you get the order, it'll already have the address, so you don't have to look it up. Where is this place? It'll have its address. Then you just put the room and unit number. Now we can add more items to here, but I'm not sure what they are, what you want added to it. I've left it like that at the moment, but I mean, if there's no more to be added, we would move the WhatsApp up to above here, so this lines up a little bit better. And that's that part. So if a customer registers an account, it remembers them, so when they return they can just put in their username and password, and they can quickly log in and order another pizza. All their information is still there. Anyway, that's how it sort of works. So I hope that's helpful to you. Okay, thanks very much. Bye bye.